You're listening to Feel Good Astrology with Louisa-Tannermunson. To request a reading with Louisa, go to www.feelgoodastrology.com.
Hey Virgo, welcome back. It's May and it's your 5-minute forecast. I'm Louisa Tannermunson from Feel Good Astrology. Now, there's a lot going on in this month ahead, and I actually think a lot of it's quite beneficial for you. The positions of like Jupiter going into the sign of Taurus, the new moon in Taurus, they're all going to support you. They're going to really help you in terms of your expansion, your spiritual reference point, and how you expand in an adventurous way. You know, it feels like your soul is crying out for a bit more adventure. So I love that about what's coming up for you. I also recognize that the full moon, which is also the total lunar eclipse, is taking place, not total lunar eclipse, the penumbral lunar eclipse is taking place, and it's in the area of communication and community for you. So, you know, as eclipses go and full moons go, it's not as pressured as it could be were it in another area of your chart. Again, it's in the sign of Scorpio, which is really quite helpful and quite harmonious with your own sign of Virgo. Now, obviously, you are ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is retrograde for most of the month. It goes direct on the 15th. During that time, it's really rewinding and turning back the clock on what you think about life, what you think about spirituality, what you think about politics. It's really creating some shifts for you. And so it's probably good that if you don't kind of get out there and start talking about what you really believe until after the 16th, you know, as things start to move forwards again. Now, there are some sensitive dates this month for you. I'm just going to list them off now quickly. So the 1st feels quite sensitive. The 7th, the 14th, the 20th, and the 28th. They are times when the moon is in a particular angle to your sun that is, a little bit more sensitive than usual. Now, from the first week, we've got Venus going into an area of your chart that's very much about friendships and very much about dreaming with your friends and about creating new things. So I think once the first week is out of the way, I really feel that and as we're moving into a time when Mercury is about to go direct, I think things are going to smooth out. I think you're going to be able to dream quite big dreams with your colleagues and peer group and so on and so forth. So I really feel like the most important week for you is actually week 3. And it's because there's a lot going on. You know, Jupiter energizing that part of you that wants to explore, to be different, to expand beyond the area and the community that you live in and that you're from. It's going to really create a new sense of growth for you. You know, is it time to start studying something new? Where are your interests leading you? It just feels like it's quite a golden time. And then a few days later, we've got the new moon in this area, and it just feels like it's a new start. Like whatever it is that's gripped you, that really interests you, it's time to explore it in a much grander way. Now, on the 20th, we've got an interesting sign change. We've got Mars going into the sign of Leo, which is really activating that really quiet and that really private side of you. Also, the intuitive side of you, the bit that might be more psychological, the part of your chart that often shows where we have hidden problems and things that need resolving. So you may well find that you're feeling quite irritated with yourself. What I would absolutely recommend is that you don't let that become a constant stream of judgments onto yourself because you're not maybe as active as usual. When Mars is in this area, your energy doesn't seem to be as buoyant as usual. But in a short space of time, I'm not entirely sure which month. Let me have a quick look and I'll confirm. But Mars will move out of that position. When's that happening? You know, sometimes you say things and you think, oh no, I'm going to have to look something up now. Yeah, but by July, you should feel that your energy levels are coming back. So yeah, the biggest thing with this energy shift is that it feels like there's a difficult situation between your physical health and your mental health. Now, you Virgos are obviously very sensitive to health, and you've got that reputation of being a bit like having a bit of a hypochondriac attack, you know, if you get a headache or something, and panicking about what you're eating. And that's beautiful about you, you know, that you are so conscious and care. But what you want to make sure, especially from the 18th, 19th, 20th, and for the rest of the month, is that what you're doing physically doesn't impact your mental health, but also what you're doing mentally doesn't impact your physical health. So my biggest piece of advice to you is just to not judge yourself. Really don't judge yourself. Just recognize you're doing the best you can and just try and be good to yourself. On the 21st, the sun is actually emphasizing your destiny and where you're heading. So be good to yourself. Anyway, lots of love to you. If I can be of any help, then just drop me a line. See you next month.
To request a reading with Louisa, go to www.feelgoodastrology.com.